could you turn around, please?
It's a great campaigning tool, and now Witnesses are at a point of transition in the sense that our original dream was to get cameras to the world. Cameras are out in the world now, so it's now this magic ingredient that can make video produce change, which is really making it really effective, very well shot, edited, and distributed. Cameras are everywhere through the phone, but the video footage is still not very effective. So we want to give people toolkits that help them to shoot it really well, edit it really well, get the message short, tight, and clean, effective, and deliver it to places where it's going to make a difference.
A couple of decades ago, no one had a camera in their pocket. Now every single person in this event will have at least one, on their phone, and it's kind of amazing. And you can send that video or photograph through the air, and now everyone in the world can see it within seconds. I mean, the technology it's been incredible that's happened in our lifetime, and I just think we have to kind of make sure that it does more good than it's doing. I think it's a bit unfocused how we use it, and that's what I think the next stage of the Witnesses progression is about, how to focus that use.
Years ago, Peter's dream was started by the fact that he experienced all these things and saw just sort of things he couldn't even imagine. Torture and other things were going on in the world, and it was those stories never got out, because if you weren't in a position where you could travel to these places or have access to these places, governments were able to conceal the truth and conceal what was going on and things like that. And once video started to get used more prevalent, once cell phones and everything like that got out, it's pretty hard to deny the truth when you've got photographic evidence, video evidence, and things like that. It's an incredibly exciting time to support Witness, because over the course of 20 years, the landscape in human rights has changed so much. Peter was such a pioneer on so many things then, and he continues to be a leader and a pioneer, and Witness has really benefited from that leadership and the leadership of so many other people.
I think I'm most proud of the fact that Witness continues to reinvent itself. I mean, it was started with a simple idea that a power in the right hands can make all the difference in the world, but the initial focus was on a technology transfer, and now, technology transfer isn't relevant in the way that it was. Everybody has a camera in their own hands. So Witness is continuing to adapt and evolve as technology adapts and evolves to make sure that it's relevant and that it's doing all it can to advance human rights around the world. I'm looking forward to the celebration, and to Peter, because Peter, this is his brainchild. He's been with this organization since the beginning, and he usually doesn't like to mix his art and his activism. So the fact that he's playing for us here tonight is really special.
You have a video in most of the courts and also tribunals. There is no single compelling evidence than a video. Imagine if you have to accuse someone from doing something and you have to show the video in court. See, you have done it. This is you. That's what the video can do, and even more. I've worked with Witness in two ways. One, as a partner. I used to be a Witness partner back in the Congo, the DRC, and now I am a Witness staff, which I can translate my own experience being a Witness partner, how now that can inspire other activists, other advocates, to partner with Witness, because I have seen what it looks like being a Witness partner.
Well, we have an amazing
opportunity. The vision that happened 20 years ago actually really has become a reality. So imagine all those cameras now being used to document human rights abuse and really make a difference. And so we are training citizen witnesses all over the world to make sure that they can tell a story that makes a difference. So that's not just filming, but actually making sure that something happens with that story. I'm most proud of the fact that we're transforming the human rights landscape with video. Like, there's nothing as compelling to reveal the truth as visual imagery. And I'm incredibly proud of the Witness team and how much as a small team we've been able to accomplish.
And I think Witness is so important because it puts such a powerful tool in the hands of the witnesses. And the powerful tool is something we take for granted. It's a phone, which is now a camera. If you put one phone in the hand of someone who witnesses an atrocity, you know, a violation of human rights, it can save so many lives, something so simple.
They ask, what if all these people had the right tools and expertise in their hands? How much change could we affect? Until now, if you wanted to learn about the human rights issue, you had to read a 100-page report. Now, you can catch a 3-minute video and not just understand, but also empathize with the real people affected by the issue. Who could forget watching the last breath of Neda Aga Sultan, the young Iranian protester shot and killed by the police? Or the image of thousands of orange-robed monks protesting in Burma? Or all the young kids who've taken to the streets in Tahrir Square, or Tunisia, or Libya, or Yemen, or Bahrain, or in Syria? Without all these recordings, what might otherwise have been covered up and forgotten? Because of the progress made in technology, especially in the field of communication, no one has any excuse anymore to say, I don't know, I didn't know, I wasn't aware.
It's an amazing organization, amazing people who work for it, but we rely completely on the support we get, so big thank you. If you can imagine where you could zoom in and look at any of those incidents and hear stories from the people who were directly affected in their voices, have those languages translated so those voiceless people can get heard. If you can imagine then
And that's where Witness comes in, and YouTube, and our channel on YouTube. Then you imagine campaigning building up. People like Avars are doing that incredibly, where you're seeing, in the case of Muhammad Yunus, trying to take his bank away from all the women that have been helped. They've now got 500,000 votes in a matter of days. If you imagine that times 10, times 100, there's an international global campaigning mechanism. Then you can dream of high-level interventions, and the elders here, and I'm very proud that we have one of our amazing group of elders, Mary Robinson, here with us tonight. High-level interventions, because they can make phone calls to heads of government, heads of state, they can see who they want to see. But somehow you could connect all that stuff up with some crowdfunding, and we could see a very, very different world than the one we have now.